Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning, joined by lawyer Charley O'Hara. He's here to answer your legal questions, and we do have a caller on the line right now. So, hey, caller, if you're there, go ahead and ask your question to Charley.
Yeah, Charley, I'm a in a federal lawsuit, and the company lied about the name of the company to the federal judge, and I'm wondering if I use that in my trial, that company.
Well, when we use the word lie, it implies a lot of things. A lie is something that's done intentionally to mislead. I mean, you're intentionally saying something that's not true. A mistake, a misstatement is different than a lie. So whether something is intentionally done has obviously a lot different connotation in the law than if somebody accidentally says something. If someone gets mixed up and uses the wrong name or they're confused, that isn't a big deal. If somebody intentionally tries to mislead people and try to get a result that shouldn't be supported by the facts or the law, that's a whole different fact. So you have to really look into how that was done.
All right, Charley, the big topic absolutely is the executive order on immigration, and a lot of people wondering, A, if it's constitutional, there are a couple of things there, or how it affects people around here. You and your law firm personally deal with immigration cases. Tell me what you're seeing as somebody who directly deals with stuff like this.
Well, I think there's a lot of panic among people, and I don't blame them. I don't think they understand what's going on. So far, the executive order hasn't changed anything for people from this hemisphere. So people from, Mexico, South America, Central America, Canada, it doesn't seem to have changed much. For most people from Europe, it hasn't changed much. It seems to be with 7 countries, and it's done for, whether you agree with the reasons or not, it's done by some power that the president has based on certain countries that he can not let certain groups in. That's what it is. But it only affects those groups right now. Now, that may change, but I think people really need to relax and see what's going on. We have hearings, we have judges, we have due process, we have contested hearings before people are taken out of this country. So there's a lot of things that we as lawyers can do to help keep people here. So people shouldn't panic. If they have questions, they need to go to attorneys, they need to ask questions, but we're not in a panic situation. That may change.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not going to change, but right now, unless you're from one of those 7 countries that are listed, that order, or a refugee coming in, it really doesn't have much effect on you.
Quick clarification for people, too, for undocumented immigrants in this country, they can be taken into custody at any time?
Well, anytime you're here without paperwork, you can be taken into custody. Now obviously, they're going to have to know about you, and they're going to have to have the resources to do that, because quite frankly, there are a lot of people here. I wouldn't panic about that either. Just go about what you're doing. Don't break the law. If something happens, you need to go to an attorney. There are processes. There are courts that we go to. We get to argue things. We get to try to keep people here. There's a lot of exceptions to people being deported, and there are legal exceptions, and they go to the things that everyone's concerned with. We really do.
All right, thanks, Charley. Important clarifications there. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Appreciate your phone call, too. We're back here in just a moment.